Hey everybody, what we're going to do today is test how good lighters work after they get really cold. So I'm going to chuck some lighters in the freezer and then I'm going to get them out after a few minutes and see if any of them still work. So we've got two petrol lighters, the brass Zippo. See, that's working now because I want to prove all these lighters they work before I put them in the freezer. IMCO Junior, again that's working. Standard disposable small bic, standard clipper lighter, and the VWAY electric sort of arc plasma lighter. Right, so I'll pop them in the freezer and we'll see how they do. Right, so that's the bottom drawer of the freezer, so that's pretty cold. Put them in here on top of the ice block, then I'll push them in, and we'll see how cold they get. Right, I've had the bag of lighters in the freezer for well over 5 minutes, so I imagine they're pretty cold. Hopefully it's not too cold to touch the Zippo. No, it feels quite cold in my hand, but it's not giving me freezer burn. So let's try the Zippo petrol lighter. Yeah, light straight away, good. Let's try it again. Yep, Zippo passes with flying colours. Right, where's my IMCO? Here's the IMCO. This feels a bit colder than the Zippo. Lights first time. Oh, it's not firing up after that first burst. There we go. So IMCO works as well. Now for the clipper, and I'm suspecting this won't work. Oh, it does, okay. Because if you don't know, with butane lighters, butane's melting point, or the point it turns into a gas, not a liquid, is only a couple of degrees, so when it goes under that you can't effectively use it as a lighter, but it's working at least, so well done to clipper. But I suspect if it had been in there longer it wouldn't work. Now for the bic. Bic's working as well, that's good. So despite the butane lighters getting cold, I guess they haven't got quite cold enough not to work. Now for the electric arc lighter. Yeah, that's working fine as well. So all of these lighters seem to work fine in the freezer for about 5+ minutes, although they feel quite cold in my hand, they're all working. Obviously if you left them in for longer, I suspect that's when you'd see that the butane stops working and the petrol and the electric lighters still work. But it's good to know that for practical purposes, when people complain that these sort of lighters stop working on a cold day, it would actually have to be really cold for them to stop working, because they still work fine now. Obviously if the outside temperature was freezing then you might have a problem with butane, but just for a normal cold day I think butane lighters seem to be absolutely fine.